We all got skills. We have talents and we have passions. But mine happens to be sex. This is the Funsexual podcast with your oversharing swinky best friend, Majesty. And I'm talking sex and all of the ways and all of the things that make sex, well, fun. Hello, my Funsexual friends and friends of friends and new listeners. What it do? This is Majesty. I don't even know how to introduce myself right now. This is your swinky, nasty, a little crazy sometimes, but in a good way. This is your fun ass host of the Funsexual podcast. My name is Majesty. Welcome. If you are a new listener, welcome to the Funsexual podcast. If you are a return listener, welcome back to the Funsexual podcast for season 2. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I'm mad hype right now. I'm mad hype right now for several reasons. One reason, honestly, right before I recorded this, I took 2 shots. And here's the thing. I don't drink. I drink wine and champagne. I do not drink liquor. So before this, I was like, you know what? I got to get a little, I got to get a little spicy. I got to get that little, because it's cold in here. You see, I got a blanket on right now. And I got a heater going because it's cold in here. And I didn't want to feel too cold. So I had to take 2 little shots. And so I'm wired and I'm ready to fucking go. I'm ready to start season 2. Season 2, episode 1 of the Funsexual podcast. Season 1, I gave y'all a lot. Season 2, I cannot say that I'm going to give y'all more. But let me tell you what I am going to give you in season 2. I'm giving you motherfucking video. We didn't have video in season 1. We didn't have video in season 1, but now we're going to do the YouTube thing, okay? So you can YouTube the Funsexual podcast and I will be there. Now, when I'm talking about some crazy shit and I'm doing the things that I'm doing with my body or with my hands, you actually going to be able to see it. It's crazy. Everybody kept telling me, you got to do video. You can't just do audio. We got video. I haven't potted since August, and so much shit has happened since then. One, I moved in with my parents, actually, and this is the first time living with my mother since I was 17, before I went to college. And this has been interesting. You know, she's not one of those overbearing parents, but like, if I want to like fuck the way I could fuck in my own apartment, I can't do that upstairs in my mama's house. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to hear her, you know, have me. Nah, it just wouldn't be right. So, you know, out of respect, I really just don't. I have not had sex at my mama's house. I can't walk around naked, and quite honestly, after my breast reduction, that's another thing that happened since the last time I potted. Had my breast reduction. Since my breast reduction, I just want to be naked. I just want to be even more free than I was before. And like, I can't do that at my mama's house. My stepfather did. I just wouldn't be right. Got a breast reduction since the last time I recorded. I went down from a triple D to what I'm guessing is like a B or a C. Honestly, I don't know, because I haven't worn a real bra since my breast reduction in September. I don't ever plan on wearing a real bra ever again, because bras are trash. They are uncomfortable. They are unnecessary. And honestly, like, if you could see, I got tiny little titties now, and I ain't gotta wear no bra no more. So like, I don't wear bras. Right now I have to wear these little ugly surgical bras. They look like sports bras, but soon I ain't gonna have to wear a bra no more, and y'all will probably never ever see me wearing a bra again. You gonna see me wearing all the tiny titty clothes that I can fucking find. Come on, Fashion Nova. Come through Shein. Come through motherfucking Amazon $20 lingerie pieces, because I'm ready. I got the titties for them now. I'm ready. What else has happened since the last time I potted? A bitch lost 20 pounds. A bitch lost 20 fucking pounds. I will say 3 of those pounds came from the breast reduction. They took about 1.5 pounds each. And the other 17 has been a mixture of a couple different things. One is, I'm going to be honest, it's Adderall. I also got diagnosed with ADHD since the last time I potted. So I've been on Adderall and figuring out, life like that. And the other part of it has been, I haven't really had an appetite. I've had a lot of shit going on. And my appetite has definitely been affected because of that. So, but it's a lot of good stuff. It's not bad stuff. It's just a lot of good stuff. It's just a lot of things with moving parts. And hopefully, as it's getting cold now, we're getting into December, I'm going to be settling down, staying home, and eating all the fat foods, the chilies and the cornbreads and the thick soups and things like that, all the cozy homey foods. So I'm really excited about that because I need to be thick, okay? Being skinny is fun for the $20 Amazon outfits, but also being thick is lit. So that's where I'm trying to be. That's where I like my body, and that's where I want to be. Other things that have happened since the last time we potted. Exotica, New Jersey, went there. So much fun. Oh my God. It's really just fun to see the people that you follow on Instagram already and just to meet them in person, to take a picture with them, to watch them do demos, to share space with them. So Exotica, New Jersey was a great time. My bad. I just looked at the camera because it looked like it wasn't recording. But let me tell you something. Doing this video thing, it comes with a whole lot more than just doing audio. So I'm trying to make sure this happened right. And for a second, it looked like it wasn't recording. And if it wasn't recording, I was going to go back in the house. I was going to take another shot. And then I was going to come back here and take another shot. And when I say I was going back in the house, that's because welcome to Solstice, y'all. To the people that know Solstice, or I guess to the people that don't know, Solstice is my bus. I spent the last 2 years converting a school bus into a mobile home, and I have decided before moving into this mobile home, I'm going to make this mobile home my mobile podcast studio, baby. So this is what we got going on right now. Like, we got the whole shebang. We got the shower, we got the toilet, we got the bed, we got the fridge, we got the kitchen. I'm on the couch. We got the whole thing going. We'll see where this goes, hopefully in the summertime, because it's too cold right now. Like, it is freezing, and trying to keep this thing warm is really hard. And I don't do cold. My cat don't do cold. So we got to figure out what that whole situation is going to look like. Other things that have happened since the last time we potted, I was on the Hard or Soft podcast. I don't know if you guys saw that. That was a super fun episode. Go check me out on there. Okay. It was really dope. Leave some comments or something like that. Make me look good in the comments. So maybe they'll have me back or something. We'll see about that. Other things that have happened since the last time we potted, if y'all hear me clearing my throat or whatever, I am getting over a bug. I got sick. Now, I very, very rarely get sick. It is really an extreme situation when I get sick, but I got sick. I went back and forth on whether or not I was going to tell y'all how I got sick. Let me tell y'all. Okay, so I don't exactly know how I got sick, but I can tell y'all how I think I got sick. And when I say how I think I got sick, I'm like, I don't know. I want to say I feel like I'm probably 75% sure. That's too high. I'm going to say this is 50%. The other 50% is literally I do not know. But let me tell y'all how I think I got sick. 65%. This is going to be 65%. Definitely more than 50. All right. So I started having symptoms Friday night, right? I started having symptoms of some type of little sickness, right? And in the days that followed, there was sore throat, body ache, fever, headache, no appetite, fatigue. What else? Sweating, like night sweats and stuff, chills, all that. I was really sick. Now, I very rarely it is a very rare occurrence when I get sick. And when I get sick, it's usually pretty bad, but I never get sick, very, very rarely. So I knew that this was something. And I assumed it was strep throat. So after, 4 days, when I was finally able to get out the bed, because I was really stuck in the bed for days, couldn't get out the bed, didn't eat because I couldn't eat. My throat was so sore that it literally felt like I was like swallowing glass. So I went to an urgent care and they tested me for COVID, obviously the flu, and for strep throat because I assumed that I had strep throat. All of the tests came back negative. They said you don't have any of that, but they gave me a Z-Pack and was like, just take these antibiotics, and if the antibiotics don't make you feel good, come back and let us know. So as I'm taking the antibiotics, it's a 5-day situation, Z-Pack. I am feeling better. I'm feeling significantly better. Even today, like I still have a little bit of a sore throat, but overall, like all of the body aches, all of the other symptoms, all of that stuff is gone. I feel a lot better. So, let me tell y'all what I think it was. So I I'm laughing because I'm laughing because this shit is funny, and it is, to some people, y'all gonna think this is bullshit, but I wholeheartedly believe this. So I started having some symptoms on Thursday. I started having some symptoms of being sick on Friday. The Thursday before that Friday, I was doing what I do. I was eating some ass. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you about the ass that I was eating. This was the first time that I had eaten his ass. It was not something that we had planned to happen that night. So mentally, I'm like, he didn't probably prepare. He probably didn't prepare to get his ass eaten that night. That was not necessarily what we had planned. We didn't have nothing in particular planned, but he ain't know I was going to be eating his ass that night. I didn't know I was going to be eating his ass that night. I'm down there, I'm playing with his booty, whatever, eat his ass. Now, it was not stink. It didn't smell like shit. It didn't smell like shit. I didn't see any booty duty crumbs in his asshole or anything like that. But I just know that wasn't necessarily what we were planning to happen that night. And I know for me, when I know that I'm gonna be doing some booty play, I am extremely thorough with the way that I prepare my ass because I know something's gonna happen. So, I'm assuming he didn't do the super extra preparation for that, but his booty didn't stink or nothing like that. So I ate his ass. It's great, whatever. Friday afternoon, night, I started, getting showing some symptoms of I could possibly be sick. So Saturday was when things really hit and I was fucked up. I was in the bed for 4 days, couldn't get out of bed. I was actually sick at that point. And I think that I got sick from eating ass. Now, the fucked up part is when I went to urgent care and found out that I didn't have strep, COVID, or the flu, I was telling one of my girlfriends about it, and she was like, ha, that's what you get for eating ass. Like, jokingly. And I was like, ha, shut the fuck up, bitch. All right? Then I text the dude, and I was like, it's not COVID. It's not the flu. He was checking in on me. It's not COVID. It's not the flu. It's not strep throat. He was like, Then he texted me, was like, see what happens when you eat an ass? And I'm like, nigga, it's your ass that I was eating. So that was another joke. And then later on that night, a friend in a group chat posted something about, like, he went to the clinic to get tested, and there was a flyer at the clinic that said something about spreading something by eating ass, right? And so he posted that in our group chat, and I laughed, but I was like, ha, but this is also a sign for me because everybody keeps insinuating that, I'm sick. And granted, this friend that posted in the group chat knew nothing about me eating ass, and I don't even think he knew that I was sick. But when I saw that in the group chat, I laughed because I was like, I believe in signs. When I keep seeing signs and the universe keeps sending me signs, I listen to them. I watch them. I pay attention. And if the universe try to tell me that because I ate ass, that's why I'm sick, then guess what? I'm sick because I ate ass. Okay, so that's why that's why I think I'm sick, and that's why I'll probably never be eating ass again. So More to come on that. But, you know, if I never eat ass again, understand that this is why. And that's kind of fucked up because I ain't tell this young man that I think that he's the reason that I'm sick. I got to tell him before I release this episode. Okay, that's going to be a fun conversation. Oh, man. Okay, so here's the thing. When I decided to come back for season 2, I said I need to switch it up a little bit. Not only am I going to bring video, I need to bring some segments. So, this first segment is going to be called Let Me Put You On, okay? And this is going to be the segment where I put y'all on to some shit. It might be a toy. It might be a device. It might be a position. It might be a club or an event. But I'm going to put you on to some shit, and it's going to be some shit you may or may not know. Okay? So, for season 2, episode 1, I felt like I got to put y'all on to some really, really dope shit. Okay? So, let me put y'all on. I went to Colorado for a Halloween party this year. And when I was in Colorado, we all know weed is legal there. I made it a goal to find one thing while I was there, okay? And that one thing that I would not leave Colorado without was some fucking THC lube. Mentally, I don't know what it feels like for my pussy to be high, but physically, I needed to know. I needed to know what that would feel like. So I went on a hunt, okay? And in that hunt, I found, first of all, this is my fanny pack. That's my little fanny pack that I wear, when I go to parties. And this is where I put all of my tings. This is where my condoms go, my lube, toys, drugs, anything, gum and mints, anything that I need to carry around the party with me, I put it in this little fanny pack, and I carry this little fanny pack around with me at the party. So y'all gonna see her. Anyway, so here's what I found when I was in Colorado. I'm gonna try to hold it up to the camera. Don't know if y'all can see it, but if you can't, I'm gonna post it on Instagram. So this product is called High on Love Simulating Sensual Oil with THC. Now, when I went on their website, the High on Love website, I didn't see this one with THC. I believe they have a product line with CBD, and then they also have a product line with THC. I couldn't find a THC one online, but I found this in a dispensary in Colorado, and it says that, contains marijuana, has a THC label on it. It got THC in it, y'all. So, what I did find online says, intensify your pleasure. Excuse me. Let me rewind. I can read. I swear to God, I can read y'all. I promise. Intensify your pleasure and ignite the out-of-this-world orgasms with this silky blend of natural oils and premium THC. It won't get you high, but it can elevate your climax. High on Love, stimulating sensual oil helps boost libido, blood flow, and sensation while banishing dryness and discomfort. Thoughtfully created by women, blissfully appreciated by all. Made in small batches to ensure the highest quality possible. I have used this probably 10 times since I got it. I've had it maybe about a month. I love this stuff. I don't know what I was expecting. I think I was expecting like tingly something. But all I can say is that when I use this with sex. I also use it while masturbating. Is it leaking? I think my bottle is leaking. Oh, I don't like that. I paid too much for this. This bottle is 30 milliliters, and I paid about $70 for it. So the fact that it's leaking is not. I'm gonna write this company. Anyway, I use this while I'm masturbating. I've used this while having partnered sex. It is amazing. It doesn't tingle. I would say it doesn't make anything feel differently. It just makes things feel stronger. Now, my favorite way that I've used this product so far has been with my, ready for it? My Satisfyer Pro 2. If you know me, you know that my Satisfyer is my favorite toy in the world. I love this thing. This is one of the clit sucking toys. This is not the Pro 2 Plus. This is not the one with the vibration. I also own the one with the vibration, but the vibration just makes it too much. The suction is more than enough. I take 2 drops of this, drop it on my clit, rub it in real good, put this on my clit, and let it suck my clit to fucking oblivion. And it's a great time. It is a fantastic masturbation session, let me tell y'all. And if you take that and then get a dildo in there too, something thick, nice stretch, or if you have a partner, get a dick in there. Oh my god, it feels so good, is what I'm getting at. I'm trying to tell you that this combo is great. This combo and sex is great. It's great. I highly recommend this product. This product, okay? And so that's going to conclude this episode's Let Me Put Y'all On. Okay, I hope I just put y'all on. Honestly, I'm about to try to get a promo code for this because I really want y'all to try this, and I really don't want y'all to pay $72. However much I pay for this, I don't want y'all to pay that much. So I'm going to try to get a promo code, but I really want y'all to try this product. Okay, so let's actually get into the episode. When I sat down, and y'all might not know, but there's a lot of planning that goes into this. When I sat down, I said, how do I want to start off season 2? I could not think of a better way to start off season 2 than to talk about foreplay. Okay. We all know what foreplay is. We all think we know what foreplay is, right? But I have my own ideas of foreplay and what it is and what it looks like and what it should feel like and what it should accomplish, right? But before I go into my definition of foreplay, I looked online, right? And I knew I was going to see some stuff that I was like, but let me read y'all some of the stuff that I found online. Foreplay is erotic stimulation preceding intercourse. Let me tell you why I don't like that one. I don't like that one because of the preceding intercourse. I just don't think that all foreplay has to lead into intercourse. My personal opinion. Feel how you feel, but we'll get into that. Another one, I actually liked this one. Foreplay is a set of emotionally and physically intimate acts between 2 or more people meant to create sexual arousal and desire for sexual activity. I actually kind of like that one. Another one that I found was foreplay, also called outer course, is any sexual activity that happens before sexual intercourse. Again, the before sexual intercourse part is the reason I want to be like, not really, but I hear what they're saying. So after that, I said, you know what? I'm going to come up with my own damn definition of foreplay. And so my definition of foreplay is erotic physical and mental stimulation intentionally performed to produce arousal or sexual tension. Now, there's a couple key words in my definition, and that's why I felt like I had to come up with my own damn definition. And a couple of the key words are, first of all, physical and mental. I think some people sometimes think that foreplay has to always be like a physical. There has to be a touching or something going on. It has to always be a contact going on. No, foreplay can be mental. It does not have to be physical. And then another important word in my definition, I feel like, is intentional. It has to be an intentional act. It has to be something that you are intentionally doing. It has to be, y'all are at dinner and it's the way you're licking the spoon because you know it's going to turn your partner on. It has to be the special cologne that you're wearing because you know when you walk past that's her favorite cologne and it just makes her do something. It makes her feel something. And so you do that intentionally. I feel like foreplay has to be intentional because I might like the way that you walk, right? The way you walk might turn me on. And so if you're just walking and it's turning me on, that's not foreplay. But if you're doing that walk and you wearing that cologne that I like, and you licking your lips because you know I like that shit, and you doing all of that stuff to purposely turn me on, then I feel like it's foreplay. I feel like the people involved need to know that they're involved, in order for it to be foreplay, because I just be horny anyway, and when I'm really into somebody, I'm into them, and it's not much that they can do that's not going to turn me on. My mind will start going before they do. So unless they're trying to turn me on, I don't consider that foreplay personally, but that's my definition. This is also my podcast, so you could feel a different way, and that's okay. But I said what I said. A couple of months ago, I asked some people on Instagram, some of their favorite methods of foreplay, right? And so I'm going to share with y'all some of the responses that I got. Oral or massage with lights. Oral or massage with lights out, kissing her thighs and butt. Okay, that's fine. Except for oral sex is not foreplay. Like, oral sex is sex. It's in it's in the title. Oral sex is not foreplay, y'all. Once you start licking genitals and licking genitalias, once you start licking assholes, that's sex, baby. That ain't foreplay no more. You have crossed the line into the sexes. So let's first of all get that out of our heads. Oral sex is not foreplay. Oral sex is sex. And I'm talking to y'all, but I'm also talking to myself, because I'm the queen of sucking some dick and going into sex. That's my jam. But it's not, that's sex, y'all. That is not foreplay. Don't. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with, eating something, licking something and going into sex, but I'm just saying do not classify that and be like, yeah, I did some foreplay there. I licked your coochie. That was foreplay, because it's not. Two different things. Some other answers that people gave was kissing and rubbing. I like that. I like some good kissing. I do like some good kissing. Listening to music. Now, that was something that I sat back and thought about it for a second. But that can be, if you are somebody that is really into music, listening to music with somebody can be very intimate. It can be very sensual. And so that's not something that I've used before, but that's something that I would like to use. I kind of imagine myself, this is going to sound mad high school, right? But I imagine myself like laying in bed and having one headphone and giving them one headphone and listening to music together, and maybe, telling them some of the imagery or something like that. I don't know, but I do like that. I do like, being able to use music as a way to go into some foreplay. Some other ones that people have shared were exploring a body with my hands and lips. I really, really like that. And I'm going to go into that a little bit more when I talk about some tips that I have for foreplay. Someone else said give oral. Again, oral sex is sex. It's in the title. Some more non-sensual touches, which might be one of my favorite ones on this list that I have experienced. When somebody, I know for me, when somebody touches my neck, just touches my neck, no matter how they really touch, how they grab it to choke, put their hand at the back of my neck for whatever reason, something about having my neck touched, it do something to me. Something about having my thigh touched as well, it do something to me. So I understand the non-sensual touches. Even having like the lower part of my back touch, it do something to me. So those intentional non-sensual touches can definitely be a form of foreplay. I feel like especially when it's done in public, it's like a naughty little thing. You be like, nigga, what is you doing to me? That's foreplay to me. That's foreplay to me. You getting me ready. You getting me warmed up. You know what I'm saying? It's cold outside. You warming this engine up and it's ready to go. So that's foreplay. Kisses and sniffing. I have been sniffed before. Being sniffed is actually very erotic. Being sniffed from head to toe, very, very erotic. I like that one a lot. Someone else said, I build up sexual tension by teasing with kisses, bites, licks, and caressing touches. Now, let me tell you what stood out about this one for me. What stood out about this one for me was the bites. Biting has made its way into my regular, into my sex regularly. I like to bite. I don't know. I want to say I don't know where it came from, but let me tell y'all when it actually started, okay? I've been biting for a little while, but when it became a regular thing for me was that night with Angus. If you have not listened back to season 1, I think it was like episode 26 was when Angus was a thing. And he was the first person to let me and to visibly be aroused by me biting him. And I bit this man. I feel like I bit this man from head to toe. Like I was biting his shoulders, his chest, his back, his arms, his leg. Like I just bit all over. And not a biting like trying to take a hunk out of his skin, but just like a nice sink your teeth and kind of bite. Not even leaving marks, but definitely applying some pressure. It was a nice, soft area between leaving a mark and not. And I really thoroughly enjoyed it. It's something really primal about biting that I really, really like. And it has made its way into my regular play. I love biting. I love biting. I like to get bit, but when I get bit, I like to get bit probably a little harder. Not probably. I definitely like to get bit harder than the way I bite people. I like to get bit to the point that like it's gonna be sore tomorrow, and when I touch it, I'm gonna be like, oh, I remember that. Those are the bites that I like. But I don't bite people that hard. I like to bite people in kind of like a massaging way, but all over their back, any meaty part that I can grab. Like I'm in it. I like that shit. Let me see. What other things did people say? Sensual dancing. Sensual dancing, honestly, was one of my favorite ones on this list. That's something that I've never done. Granted, understand this about Maj, okay? I got rhythm, but I don't have the moves. 1 second, I need a sip of my tea. Okay. I got rhythm, but I don't have the moves. So, I dance. Oh, I gets the fuck down. But it ain't gonna look cute. You know what I'm saying? But I can hit a little two-step with you. You know what I'm saying? I've been, bumping and grinding on the dance floor since I was in like 6th grade or something like that. So if you want to get a little Pondy West, you know what I'm saying? Put on some fucking Jamaican music and let me feel like I'm doing something, like I'm an island gal. I'll do that with you. You know what I'm saying? I could whine. I could poke it out and do all of that. So, like, I would definitely love a chance to do some sensual dancing with somebody, in a room in a lingerie. That would be hot. I think that would be something very sexy to do. It gives you an opportunity to, like, feel up your partner and stuff like that. And I really like that. So that's definitely something I would like to incorporate into my foreplay. And then one of the last ones is kissing and breast and mouth. Go ahead and suck a titty. Go on and suck a titty. We can go with sucking a titty is definitely a form of foreplay. But even better than sucking a titty. Actually, I was about to get into the tips. Let me go into the tips. Because I got a couple tips for y'all. When it comes to foreplay. So these are tips that I came up with, right? And I think that foreplay just is something that we should incorporate more into our play. I understand that sometimes we are at a time restraint, or we're just tired and we kind of just want to get to it. But like, I think that foreplay should definitely be prioritized. So, before we even get into the tips, let's talk about why foreplay isn't prioritized. And I said that with a little bit of aggression, I realize. And that's because sometimes it is a point of frustration. I think that our understanding of what sex is and how sex goes came from a lot of the porn that we watch, right? And as sex positive kinksters and as sex positive adults, we are realizing that the porn that we watched growing up and the porn that people still watch now is not how sex goes. Or even better yet, it might be arousing to one, but it ain't arousing to the other. Okay? And I think that sometimes, and I'm going to speak very heteronormatively right now. I think sometimes we think that the dick got hard. Enough has happened so that the dick can get hard. So enough should have also happened so that the pussy gets wet. Right? That's just not true. the same thing that, the dick might be aroused by, and the same things that get the dick ready are not going to be the same things that the pussy get aroused by, and the same things that get the pussy ready. I will use porn for an example. There are certain types of porn. I'm very picky when it comes to porn. First of all, I'm not a huge porn watcher in the first place. Start there. And when I do watch porn, I'm very, very picky when it comes to my porn. Okay? I am not aroused by seeing some woman on her knees and there's a bunch of guys jerking off in front of her face, bukkake style. Like that literally does nothing for me. It kind of actually creeps me out more than anything. It makes me uncomfortable. I like to see porn that I want to see myself in. Granted, I would be cool with a bukkake situation, but it wouldn't look like that. It would look a lot more intentional and caring. Like, I need to know that I'm cared about in my sex, and that just doesn't look. It just looks like she really wanted that. However much she was getting paid for that video, she's not really into it. Her coochie's probably not even actually wet. Like, I like porn that looks like the sex that I have. I like porn that looks like, especially the women are enjoying it. Like, that's the type of shit that I like. That's just not going to do it for me. So if somebody was trying to use porn as a form of foreplay, which I think is fine, that's not going to be the type of something that's going to get my coochie going. That might get your dick hard, but it's not going to get my coochie wet. So, certain things get certain people aroused. And so understanding that is definitely really important. And so I think that that's where our ideas of foreplay and of how sex happened came from. We watch those porns and there's never really foreplay. There's like playing with some titties, sucking some dick, eating some pussy, and then the sex happens. Like, there is no foreplay. There is no like sensuality. So that's one reason why I think foreplay isn't prioritized. But I think it definitely should be prioritized, because when a pussy is wet, oh my God. When the coochie is ready, hot and ready, hot pocket, motherfucking pizza pocket, pizza rolls, Tostinos. When the coochie is ready to go, the sex is fire. The sex is so much better. And even furthermore, beyond just wetness, right? The vagina expands so that it can take more when it's more aroused. Literally, what I'm saying right now is the coochie get deeper if it's the more aroused it is. The coochie gets deeper. You could fill that bitch up so much more when it is aroused versus when it's not. I read this online, but I also have experienced this myself. Sometimes I masturbate because I'm so horny. And sometimes I masturbate because, like, out of boredness, or because I really just want an orgasm. I'm not horny, but I just want to feel an orgasm. I masturbate for other reasons as well. But let me tell you something. I can get my favorite dildo so much deeper when I'm actually aroused. When I'm at those horny points, it's so much easier to get it in. I'm wetter. My coochie is not so like squeezing tight to death, because she can do that sometimes. Like, she's a lot more relaxed, and just it's a much better experience when I'm actually aroused. So this is why foreplay is really important. Like, feel a different coochie. You know what I'm saying? Get that coochie actually ready. So now I'm actually going to go into the tips, okay? So here are my tips for foreplay. Number 1. And this tip is going to be obvious, and this is going to be a tip that I'm going to probably give and use for everything, because I really feel like it's the best tip when it comes to sex. Like, the first tip that I'm going to give when it comes to foreplay is literally try asking your partner what they like. Ask them what they're turned on by. Ask them what they want to experience, and create that experience for them. And that is, as a woman, as a man, as a straight person, as a person that's not straight, like, ask your partner what they want. Ask this person what they like, what they want to do, like, what they want to experience, what they want to feel, what turns them on. Ask those questions. I think that those are very important questions to ask. Don't assume that you already know. Don't assume that everything that you've done with other people is going to work with this person, because every physical body is different. It is different. They all operate in different ways. Things that arouse me might not arouse you. Things that arouse you, I might have never heard of. So like, just ask your partner. And if they don't know, which sometimes that's the case, then go exploring. Go exploring. Another way, another tip for foreplay, I mentioned this a little bit earlier, but make sessions out of foreplay. And when I say that, I mean make the foreplay the session. And when I say that, I mean don't always make it a thing that sex has to happen after foreplay. I'm going to give an example, a fairly recent example. I was with a friend recently, and I wanted to have sex. He knew that I wanted to have sex. I was texting him. We were together throughout the day, and I was texting him, telling him that I wanted him to do some very sexual things to me. He kept saying, like, I'm busy, maybe after I'm done, whatever. 1 second. I have to drink my tea. And I wanted sex. The coochie was ready. The coochie was horny. We didn't have sex all that day. I wanted some dick. I wanted some cock really bad. I really wanted it. I wanted it. So at one point, I'm in his room. I think I was getting dressed. I don't remember what I was doing. I was in his room, maybe packing my bags because it was time for me to get ready to go. And he called me over. And when he called me over, I was looking at him and I was like, oh, he ready. Oh, he about to fuck the shit out of me. Yeah, it's about to go down. So I came over to him and I'm standing in front of him and I like go to kiss him and he moves my hands away from his face. And I was like, oh, I can't kiss you? Okay. So then I start trying to like rub his chest and he takes my hands and puts them down. And I'm like, I can't rub him either. So I go to grab his dick and he wouldn't let me do that. And I was like, I can't touch his dick either. So I was like, let me suck his dick. So I get down and try to suck his dick. And he was like, no. And I was like, what the fuck am I here for? What am I doing here? So, and this whole time, he's not talking. He does not say a word. And so he turns me around. And so my back is now to him. And he starts kissing my neck and rubbing my arms and kissing my back. And I go to like grab his head because that's my reaction. You kissing on my neck and shit. I want to like, And he moved my hand and like shook his head and was like kind of like a damn, you hard headed. And I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Okay. So he's kissing my neck, back, rubbing my arms, all that stuff. And so I reach around and I try to grab his dick. And he like pops my hand. And I put my hand back to my side. So now I'm just standing here while this man is kissing my neck and kissing my back and rubbing my arms. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I don't know what's happening. And then he tells me to take down my pants. And so I oblige, obviously, because I'm like, I'm about to get fucked. I'm about to get fucked. And as I take down my pants, he grabs my hand and puts it on my pussy, like telling me to play with it. So I'm like, okay. So now I'm rubbing my coochie. I'm getting all excited and shit. I'm like, yes, I'm about to get fucked. I know he gonna fuck the shit out of me. Yes, yes. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm rubbing my coochie. And then I try to grab his dick again and he pops me again. I was like, oh, fuck. Okay, that's not going to happen. But his dick was hard. He was ready. I know he was ready. And I knew I was about to get fucked. So I'm rubbing my coochie. I'm rubbing it. I lean on the bed at this point because I'm getting into it. Like I'm rubbing it. I come. He stands me back up. He tells me to pull up my pants. Turns me around. He kisses me on my forehead and he sends me on my way. First of all, that's fucked up. If you watch this, that was fucked up. That was really fucked up. I was so horny after that. I was so horny after that. It didn't make any fucking sense. Was that the time that I left and went to my other friend's house? I don't remember. But I was really horny after that, and I was pissed off because that's fucked up. But what I'm saying is, all foreplay doesn't have to lead to sex. And honestly, I was so horny after that. Like, if I was to see him the next day, I would have fucked the shit out of him. Kind of out of spite, a little bit out of anger, but also out of just sheer horniness. So another tip for foreplay, let me get back on track. Another tip for foreplay is try, and this is not something that I've had happen to me, but this is something that I would love for somebody to use on me. Try telling your partner, you tell me when you want to put it in. You tell me when you want me to put it in. Let them have control over when the sex happens. You continue doing all of the things that y'all are doing. All of the play, all of the touching, all of the kissing, all of the dancing, listening to music, the biting, the sniffing, whatever it is, you continue doing all of those things. And you tell your partner, I want you to tell me when you want me to fuck the shit out you. I will not fuck you until you tell me to. That's hot. That's some sexy ass shit. Somebody tell me that, I'd be like, okay. Another tip. I recently shared this on Instagram, is body worship. So if you don't know what body worship is a kink where one person kind of praises, worships, adorns the a body part or the entire body as a whole. And so what that might look like is even fucking pussy worship. Pussy worship is a thing. Ass worship, titty worship, body worship, foot worship. It's all a thing. Any part of your body can be worshipped. But let's use pussy worship. What pussy worship might look like is it might look like a massaging the vagina, getting up in there, massaging it real good, very sensually, really just getting into a massage of the coochie, the pussy, the punani, the box, the cat. Massage that thing. Massage it. Talk to it. You so beautiful. This beautiful fucking pussy. Oh my God, I can't wait to fucking devour you. Get into it. Really adorn it. This beautiful pussy. You bring life. You give me life. You feel so good. You're so warm. You so fucking soft. Get into it. Really, really get into it. Adorn it. Worship it. You love it. Tell it you love it. Ignore the person up top. Talk to the coochie. Okay? Pussy worship is fucking hot. Some other ways to, incorporate foreplay or some other foreplay tips is role playing. Role playing is a nice way to possibly prolong, sex before it happens. And y'all can really get into it. Foreplay is hilarious to me. Because, I'm not a good actress. And so it's just fun to do. And it's just, foreplay is just fun to do. Putting on a voice, an accent, a costume, it's fun. And so that's a really nice way to prolong, things before sex. And those awkward, funny moments are they're fun. It's a bonding moment. It's a moment to connect in a different way. More ways, and this is one that I'm actually giving from experience as well. Try bathing your partner. Bathing somebody is such a sensual thing to do for them. I used to have subs bathe me. Now, my subs were not people that I was sexually, intimately attracted to at all. But one of the services that they provided for me was bath time. And so they would run my bath. They would put however many drops of however many different oils I told them to put in there, very meticulously. When I got into the bath, they would bathe me with the exfoliating gloves and really bathe me and really, scrub into my skin. And when I was done, they would dry me off. And when I was out of the shower, they would oil me down. Now, I was not sexually attracted to them, but having someone assigned to that service that took that service so seriously, it was very arousing for me. So although I was not attracted to these people, it did make me, bath time always made me very horny. And they rub me down with the oils, the coconut oil, the grapeseed oil, jojoba oil, whatever oils I was using at the time. Bath time was my favorite activity. Bath time was lit, and that's actually something I would love to perform for somebody else. And my last tip for foreplay is going to be, make it a goal to touch every single part of your partner's body before sex happens. Whether you are whether you are touching their body with your hands, your lips, another part of your body, touch every part of their body from their scalp to the bottom of the palms of their feet. Touch every single part of their body before sex happens. However you want to make that happen, whether it is biting, sniffing, licking, kissing, massaging, whatever, touch them. Touch their entire body. Feel their entire body with your body in some way before sex happens. And until every part of their body is touched, there's no penetration. There's no licky. Okay? I think that's a really nice way to explore your partner's body, and to help you kind of time out foreplay and give it some time, because I think we get so excited. I think we all get excited when it comes to sex. We all turn into like little kids. I don't want to say little kids, that's fucked up, but like teenagers. We turn into horny little teenagers, and we get so excited to jump into the sex that we forget that there are other things that can be done before we get there. Like what is the rush? There's no need to rush. I feel like the sooner sex happens, especially in straight sex, the sooner sex happens, the sooner it's over. So let's just prolong it. Let's do all of the things before we get there. That's how I feel these days. I want it to last. I want all of those good feelings and good touches and good kisses. I want all of that stuff to last. So like, let's prolong it as long as we can. Okay? And that's what I got to say about foreplay. But before I go, I have two things for you. Another new segment for the Funsexual podcast. Ready? It's called The Playlist. Okay? So the playlist is songs to play to, songs to have sex to. Okay? We are going to start a playlist. And every episode, I'm going to give you one new song. So right now, this is going to be a real short playlist, but as the weeks go on, we're going to add more songs and it'll get longer, okay? And this is a Spotify playlist. I'll have a link on my in my bio for y'all for the playlist, okay? So here we go. The very first song that I am adding to the playlist, okay? And these are going to be songs that I like to have sex to. Y'all already know. I know y'all already know this song because this song is lit. Early in the mornings when I think about you. Yeah, I hit you like what you said. Yeah, Jeremiah, all the time. Y'all know that song. I could fuck you all the time. Yes, that is a great song to have sex to. When that song comes on at a sex party, I be like, I need to find somebody. If I'm not already on somebody, that's a great song to fuck to. It's just got a really nice something to it. So that's the very song. Ooh, that is the very first song for the Funsexual playlist. Okay. So before I get out of here, upcoming events, really important. So December 3rd, after Exotica DC, I came together with the Hard or Soft podcast, and we are bringing you the hard, soft, and fun. See what I did there? Hard, soft, and fun. I'm the fun. Got the hard and the soft. I'm the fun. Hard, soft, fun. Hard, soft, and fun play party. December 3rd in Alexandria, Virginia. If you are going to be at Exotica DC, you're going to want to come to this play party. If you just live in the DMV area, you're going to want to come to this play party. To come to the party, link in my bio, link in the Hard or Soft podcast bio. Fill out the vetting form. After you fill out the vetting form and you get approved, we will send you the Eventbrite link. When we send you the Eventbrite link, you can purchase your ticket and you can show up to the party. It's going to be a great motherfucking time. I know I'm personally excited for several reasons. One, because this is one of my final times stepping out for the year. I'm tired. I have done a lot. I have done a whole lot, especially this summer on. I've done a lot. I'm tired. This is going to be one of my final times stepping out for the year. 1, 2. I am excited because if you know me, you know that my intro into kink and into the lifestyle altogether came from the DMV area. So I got some kinksters from my past, and then I got kinksters from my present that are all going to be in the same space. And it's just going to be like a smorgasbord of yumminess. And I am so excited about this party. Oh my God. So again, that is December 3rd. The hard, soft, and fun. I'm the fun. Hard, soft, fun. Play party in Alexandria, Virginia. Again, if you're going to be at Exotica, come through. It's going to be a really, really good time. I don't want y'all to miss this party. That's it. That's all I got right now. 2022 is a month away, and I'm really excited actually for 2022. I'm excited for the Funsexual podcast for 2022. I'm excited for some plans and some things that I'm planning for 2022. So just be ready to come on this ride with me, y'all, because it's going to be fun. Okay, I don't know where it's going. I never know where this shit is going, but I just know that this shit ends up being a good fucking time, okay? I love y'all. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you so much. And that concludes episode 1 of season 2 of the Funsexual podcast.